Hey there, and welcome. So, have you ever stared at a page full of algebra and it just looks like a secret code? I know the feeling. But today, we're going to crack that code. Turns out, all those crazy looking problems, they're really just puzzles. And I'm here to hand you the keys, your very own personal toolkit to solve them. Ready? Let's get into it. You've probably bumped into these terms before, right? Factorization and simultaneous equations. Now, you might notice they're written here in Urdu as well, and that's because math is a universal language. But honestly, in any language, these words can sound a little intimidating. Our whole mission today is to take them from confusing words and turn them into simple, super powerful tools for your toolkit. All right, so every great toolkit has to start with the essentials. The absolute must-haves. In the world of algebra, our essential tools are called formulas, or sometimes identities. Think of them as the reliable wrenches and screwdrivers you'll use over and over again. First up, we've got this beauty, the square of a sum. This is our first essential tool. The formula itself, a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, it's really just a shortcut. It's a recipe for squaring any two things you've added together without all the hassle of long multiplication. A and B can be literally any numbers you want. The pattern never changes. Square the first thing, add 2 times the two things multiplied, then add the square of the second thing. Simple as that.
Okay, theory is one thing, but tools are made for doing, right? So let's put this one to work. We're going to see some real magic happen.
Just look at this. Trying to figure out 102 squared in your head? That's tough. But what if we're clever about it? What if we see 102 as just 100 plus 2? Now we can grab our new tool. Our A is 100, our B is 2. So we get 100 squared, which is 10,000, plus 2 times 100 times 2, that's 400, plus 2 squared, which is 4. Just add them up. 10,404. See? So clean. No calculator needed. That's the power of having the right tool. Okay, next up in our kit is the twin formula, the square of a difference. It's almost the exact same as the first one, but there's one tiny, crucial change. You see that minus sign? When you're squaring a subtraction, that middle part becomes negative. It's a small detail, but believe me, it makes all the difference. So let's try another one just to really get the hang of this. How about 98 squared? Again, you could do the long multiplication, or you could just see it as 100 minus 2 squared. Using our new formula, that's 100 squared minus 2 times 100 times 2 plus 2 squared. So we've got 10,000 minus 400 plus 4. And the answer? 9,604. So much more elegant and way more efficient. And for our third core tool, we have an absolute classic, the difference of squares. Now, this one is really cool because it lets us work backwards. Anytime you see one squared thing minus another squared thing, you instantly know you can break it down or factor it into a minus b times a plus b. This is a game changer for deconstructing problems into simpler little pieces. All right, so now we have our 3 essential tools in the bag. Let's move on to our first big skill, factorization. This is basically the art of taking a complicated expression and breaking it down into its simplest building blocks, kind of like we just did. But hang on a sec. What are we really doing when we factor something? What does that word even mean here? It's actually pretty simple. Factoring is all about finding the building blocks. Imagine you see a huge Lego castle. Factoring is like figuring out which individual bricks were snapped together to build it. We're just finding the original pieces that were multiplied to create what we see. Let's walk through the most basic kind of factoring. We've got an expression, Ka plus Kb plus Kc. Okay, step 1, just look at each piece, Ka, Kb, Kc. Step 2, what's the one thing they all have in common? Well, it's pretty obvious, right? It's the letter K. So for step 3, we literally pull that K out to the front. And for our last step, we just write down everything that's left over inside some parentheses. What we're left with is K times A plus B plus C. And that's it. We've found the building blocks. Okay, we've figured out how to build expressions up and how to break them back down. Time to level up. We're about to move on from problems with just one unknown thing to tackling systems where we have to find 2 unknowns at the same time. Yeah, this slide really shows you the jump in difficulty. On the left, it's a simple puzzle. One unknown, x. We have a nice clear path to the answer. But on the right, that's more like a tangled mess of wires. We've got two unknowns, x and y, and the value of one totally depends on the other. It's a much trickier puzzle. So, how do you solve for one when you don't even know the other? To crack a puzzle this complex, our basic tools might not be enough. We need something a bit more powerful. What we need is a master key. And here it is, the master key. It's called the cross multiplication method. And yeah, I know, it looks like an absolute beast, right? But don't let that scare you. This formula is basically just a recipe, a direct set of instructions. If you have two equations set up the right way, you just grab the numbers from both, plug them into this formula here, and boom, it spits out the exact answer for x. It's an incredible shortcut for untangling those really messy problems. And just like that, we've gone from the simplest building blocks of algebra all the way to solving complex systems. Let's just take a second to step back and look at the awesome toolkit you've just put together. I mean, look at what's in your toolkit now. You've got 3 amazing formulas for expanding and simplifying things. You have the super important skill of factoring. And now, you even have a master key for solving those tricky simultaneous equations. These are the tools that will let you take on a massive range of problems in algebra. And remember, the real point of algebra isn't about just memorizing a bunch of rules. It's about knowing which tool to grab for the job. And now you have a set of tools that can turn what looks like a complicated mess into a simple, even elegant solution. So you're not just leaving with a list of formulas. You're leaving with a set of keys. You have a real toolkit now. So the only question left is, what problem are you going to solve first?